Well, hello YouTube, it's your girl Janae coming at you with another video, and as you can tell by the title, this video is going to be about 10 fragrances that I think you should wear or gift your loved one for Valentine's Day. So if you guys are interested in seeing what my 10 choices are, if you're excited, then go ahead and just keep on watching. Alright y'all, so first things first, stop what you're doing, stop and leave me your scent of the day down below. I would love to know what you guys are wearing today or tonight whenever you are watching this video. Also, if you are new to my channel, hello again, my name is Janae. Welcome, and if you are returning, thank you so much for clicking back onto another video. I truly appreciate you guys' support. So if you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and join the family, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos from moi. Now before I hop into today's video, I want to go ahead and thank our sponsors, Ana Luisa, for sponsoring this portion of the video. Thank you guys so much at Ana Luisa for continuously working with me and allowing me to show off your pieces. So if you are looking to get yourself something or a loved one something for Valentine's Day, I definitely recommend checking out Ana Luisa because you can get some beautiful pieces for a very reasonable price. I love the fact that Ana Luisa is a sustainable company. They have a zero carbon footprint, which means they're not emitting like toxins and things like that into our environment, polluting the air like a lot of big companies do. They make it a point to use recycled goods, and they use precious metals and stones in order to make their creations what they are. I love the fact that they use mother of pearl in their pieces and things like that, so you can definitely find something for you. I love how Ana Luisa pieces are very dainty and they are very wearable, but you can also dress them up or dress them down. I love the versatility. So I have 3 pieces to show you guys today, and I really have been enjoying them for the month of January and going into February. So starting off, I'm going to start off with this beautiful necklace. I love my tapestries and my Zen energy, and this palm in general is just so calming for me. It just reminds me to keep my balance and just to really focus on my energy and bringing good to the world. So this piece is absolutely stunning. I love how dainty it is. You can like barely see it. Like you can barely see it. You get a little glimmer of it. And I just love how it can layer beautifully with other pieces. I have so many Ana Luisa pieces that it just works perfectly. So I love how this piece is very dainty and small, but it also can pack a punch with a nice layering combo. The next piece I want to talk to you guys about is this ring here. I love these like chunky rings. For me personally, I think they just look so edgy but elegant at the same time. I love the fact that Ana Luisa pieces are similar in tones as well, so I like how I can mix and match it with other rings, with bracelets and things as well. So I just really love how all the pieces are pretty cohesive as far as their appearance goes. Now lastly, I want to speak to you guys about this beautiful ring. I love the cross with the stones. I love how it's like an X. It crisscrosses over each other with the stones. They also have one without the stones, which I find to be very nice, but the ones with the stones just really get me. They get me every single time. So I love this combo that I have going on right now. I find that it's very wearable. You can dress this up or down. I tend to like to wear this one on my ring finger, but them stacked together doesn't look right, so I just went ahead and put this on my ring finger on my right hand. And also with this piece as well, with my necklace, I just think that it just looks beautiful with whatever you decide to pair it with, whether you dress it up or down. So currently for Valentine's Day, Ana Luisa is having their buy one get one 40% off sale. I love the fact that Ana Luisa has these amazing promotions going on around different times of the year. So if you want to buy yourself or your boo something very special, then go ahead and check out the link in my description so that Ana Luisa knows that I sent you. And again, thank you Ana Luisa for sponsoring this portion of the video. Now let's hop into our scent of the day. Now jumping into today's scent of the day, I am wearing a fragrance that I did not think I would love as much as I do. I don't have many inspired fragrances from houses that do inspired scents. However, this fragrance in particular, I really wanted to get my hands on the original, but it's so hard to find, especially here in the United States. So I went ahead and just bought this fragrance, and you guys, I am in love. So today's scent of the day is Call Me By Your Name from the house of Juliana's Perfume. They are a perfume inspired fragrance house. They basically create their own inspired fragrances from fragrances that are already out there on the market. So like your Baccarat Rouge 540, Delina Exclusif, niche, high quality and private blend fragrances that are very expensive. So this fragrance is a beautiful scent. This is inspired by the scent Gourmand Coquine from the house of Guerlain, and this scent is just wow. This is Valentine's Day in a bottle. If this smells even close to the original, I'm so happy to have this in my collection because I just love the way that this scent smells on its own. So to my nose, this fragrance is a beautiful, sweet, warm, chocolatey fragrance. It has a little bit of a spice to it. It has this resinous quality to it as well because it has some labdanum and some amber. I also get this beautiful muskiness from this scent. I really enjoy how this fragrance wears on my skin. This just reminds me of Valentine's Day because of that chocolate. It has some brown sugar in this fragrance. It also has some black pepper in here as well. You get some benzoin, you get some labdanum, you also get some musk, which I find to be very sexy and sensual in this fragrance. For me, it's the chocolate. The chocolate really gets me. I was going between this fragrance and Tobacco Rose from BDK, but I find that Tobacco Rose is just a little bit more on the like gender fluid side, while I find Call Me By Your Name is a little bit more on the feminine side. So ladies, if you enjoy more feminine scents, I think you will really enjoy this fragrance a lot, especially if you like gourmand fragrances. If you enjoy chocolatey fragrances, this is stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, one thing I really like about this fragrance is that this is an extrait de parfum, which means that the perfume concentration is even more pumped up, so you get a very beautiful longevity on the skin. Surprisingly, this does last a very long time. I really love how this fragrance wears. I get about 8 hours of like very nice projection. It does sit closer to the skin after about 4 hours, but how I spray on my clothes and my skin, I really get a nice scent bubble, and I love the scent trail that this fragrance leaves. I just really enjoy this scent a lot. I find that if you love gourmand fragrances, you should definitely check this out if you can get your hands on the original Gourmand Coquine for a reasonable price, because they be out here trying to scam people. But if you can get your hands on it, definitely do. Unfortunately, currently this fragrance is sold out, but they do restock, so go ahead and join their wait list and you can check this fragrance out. So I love this fragrance. I did purchase this with my own money, but I would love to work with y'all if you're watching this video, okay? But this scent is absolutely stunning. Loved how this fragrance wore on me, and I think this will be a great Valentine's Day perfume. So this is Call Me By Your Name from the house of Juliana's Perfume, and this is my scent of the day. Now, this next fragrance is one for my vanilla lovers, but in a more tropical way. I absolutely love this fragrance, and this bottle is definitely one of my favorites in my collection, and this is Ylang in Gold from the house of M. Micallef. This fragrance is absolutely stunning. I love this scent. I love first of all, this bottle is stunning, and when you spray this fragrance, you see the gold deliciousness that's going on right here. When you spray this fragrance, you get a veil of gold just simply gleaming, okay? So if you want to spray, you, my friend, will look and smell incredible. I absolutely love this fragrance. I do have the extrait version. This is an eau de parfum concentration. I do have the extrait version as well, which is smaller. If you guys want a comparison video, please let me know. But you guys, this scent is a beautiful, sweet, yummy white floral fragrance. It has this coconutty vibe to it as well. You also get a little bit of woodiness, but I get this nice creamy like tonic vibe from this fragrance. I absolutely love it. And this also has a little bit of fruitiness to it as well, which I really enjoy. So in the opening, you get a blast of fruits. You get some lychee, you get some peach, but you also get a little bit of geranium, you get some tangerine in there as well. And then as this fragrance dries down, you get some lily of the valley, you get some ylang ylang, and you get some sandalwood. I really love the ylang ylang in this fragrance. You can definitely get it in this scent. Ylang ylang is a yellow floral that is kind of creamy. It gives you this tropical vibe, but without smelling like a beach or anything like that. It's definitely a tropical flower. Absolutely incredible. And then as this fragrance dries down, you get some vanilla, you get some coconut, you also get some musk, which I really love. I love how it just becomes this nice creamy vanillic scent. Now, I have had this fragrance for a little over a year now, and my juice has gone from like kind of white clear to kind of this purplish goldish shimmery thing because of the vanilla. The vanilla is darkening up the juice just a tad. That happens a lot to my vanilla scents, but this fragrance is stunning. If you love vanilla, if you love to smell tropical, if you love to smell like delicate but elegant, that's what this fragrance is. This really leaves a beautiful veil of a fragrance over my skin. I love how this fragrance wears in the summer, but now in this like colder time, I think this is very sexy. This is a very much so like a come here type of scent. It's very alluring. It's very sexy. If your partner loves those like sweet, delicate scents on you, they will absolutely love this fragrance. I'm telling you, if you have not tried it, please do. It's beautiful. Buy it for yourself for Valentine's Day, or have your boo buy it for you if you don't have it, because this is one you should definitely have in your collection. So this is Ylang in Gold from the house of Mika. Now hopping into my next fragrance, this is one that I haven't really worn that much lately, but I'm going to get back on it because when I smelled it, I was like, yeah, I miss you so much. And this is Libre Intense from the house of Yves Saint Laurent, or Saint Laurent, however you want to say it. This is the intense version. A lot of people talk about the original Eau de Parfum, which I absolutely adore. I actually just picked that up and it's in my collection now. But this fragrance is so underrated. People really don't talk about it. I think that if you don't like the original Libre, you might like this fragrance because it has a heavy dose of vanilla. So this fragrance to me is a beautiful aromatic, woody, sweet, ambery type of scent. It also has a very nice white floral touch to it from the orange blossom. So for me personally, I get a ton of the lavender, of course. It opens up with a lot of lavender, and the mid is a lot of lavender as well. So this is a lavender fragrance. But also in the opening, you get a blast of citruses. You get some bergamot and you get some mandarin. But then when it starts to dry down in the mid, you start to get that orange blossom, which is absolutely stunning. It really allows this fragrance to play on that citrusy vibe that's in the opening. This also has some vanilla, some tonka beans, and some ambergris in the base. I really love the ambergris along with the vetiver. So for me, vetiver comes off as like this green woodiness, but it's not too green. But the ambergris adds kind of like this body, salty skin type of vibe, which I absolutely love. It's so sexy. The tonka beans adds to the sweetness, and it adds a little bit of like a powdery touch to the fragrance. I really love how the base plays. As the fragrance dries down, you get less and less of that lavender. It does become less prominent, but it is still there. I do get the lavender through the life of the fragrance, so if you don't like lavender in your scents, you might not like this. If you find lavender to be too masculine, then I don't think you will like this fragrance. But this is definitely one to wear for like a Valentine's Day, you know, chilling with your girls or whatever. This is a beautiful fragrance and it's so sexy. I love the way that this fragrance wears on my skin as well. This isn't a beastly scent, but if you overspray, you definitely can get beautiful performance with this. So this is Libre Intense from the house of Saint Laurent. This next fragrance is one that is a beautiful vanillic white floral. I think that if you love white florals, if you love vanilla, if you love to smell sexy, sensual, and deep, you might like this scent. This does have a note though that I think will turn people off, but overall I find this fragrance to be absolutely lovable. And this is 100 Silent Waves from the house of Nishane. This fragrance is so beautiful. This is a nice, sweet, vanillic white floral fragrance. You get a little bit of a citrusy quality to this as well. You get this creamy lactonic vibe from it, and I really love the fruitiness that's in this fragrance. So when this fragrance opens, you get some peach, you get some tuberose, but you also get some orange. Now for me, the tuberose is a nice buttery creamy tuberose. It's not too green, it's not too, you know, heady or anything like that. I do not like those types of white florals. The tuberose that's in here is just so buttery and creamy and delicious, and I love it paired with that mandarin. It really plays off very nicely, and the peach also adds a little bit of sweetness in the opening as well. And then as this fragrance dries down, you get some jasmine, you get some orris, and you also get some gardenia. Now the gardenia with the jasmine does kind of come off white floral like. I can see how people can think that this fragrance is a little bit more mature, but for me personally, I find this fragrance to be very sexy. Now the orris is a note that I don't get a ton of, but I do get a little bit of that powderiness, which I think adds to a little bit of that creaminess that's coming from that tuberose. They play very beautifully together. And then in the base, you get some sandalwood, you get some vetiver, and you also get some vanilla. I really love how all these notes just play together. I love how the base becomes a little bit more gender fluid. I know a lot of gentlemen that like to wear this fragrance, so if you think that this might be too sweet for you, it might be, but this is an extremely sexy scent in my opinion. I do find this to lean a little bit more on the feminine side because of all the white florals, but I love how creamy and delicious it smells. It really makes me feel sexy and sensual, and this is definitely a beautiful date night fragrance for Valentine's Day. I mean, look at the bottle in itself. Like, that bottle is like Valentine's Day. It's so sexy. I really enjoy wearing this fragrance. This is an extrait de parfum concentration, so again, it is a little bit heavier on the perfume oils. you'll get a little bit more longevity out of this fragrance. I love how this fragrance projects off my skin. It leaves a beautiful sillage, and I always get compliments when I wear this fragrance. So this is 100 Silent Ways from the house of Nishane. And if you don't like Ani, definitely check out 100 Silent Ways. I think this might be more of your speed. It's a little bit warmer, so check this fragrance out if you have not. This next scent is for my gourmand lovers. If you love gourmand scents, if you love to smell delicious and edible, you need this fragrance. And this is BonBon from the house of Viktor and Roth. You guys, this fragrance is beautiful. I love it. If you love sweet fragrances, you need this. BonBon is a sweet caramel fragrance. It also has some vanillic qualities to it. It has white florals. It's woody. It's ambery. It has some citrus to it as well. And it has a bit of fruitiness. And I really love how this fragrance is overall. In the opening, you get a blast of citruses with some peach, which kind of sweetens up the citrus a little bit and gets you prepared for that mid, because you get that orange blossom with that caramel, which is so delicious. Sometimes caramel kind of comes off as like a vanilla, but it just depends on the context. In this fragrance, you definitely get this like sweet vanillic caramel. It's so stunning. I love it so much. And then in the base, you get some gaiac wood, you get some sandalwood, and you also get some amber. So you get this resinous quality from the amber. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet because that caramel definitely lingers. Gaiac wood to me is kind of like a smoother wood. It kind of gives off a cedar-like vibe, but it's a little bit more rounded. I really like gaiac wood in fragrances. I think that this scent is absolutely stunning. And then the bottle, it's so cute. I love this fragrance. It's so accessible. You can find this at Ulta, you can find this at Sephora, you can find this literally at your local stores. And I really love how you can just go in and pick it up. You don't have to worry about any hassles, and this fragrance is stunning. I love how this fragrance wears on my skin. I definitely get compliments. If your boo loves sweet scents, baby, if your boo loves sweet scents, this is the one you need to wear for Valentine's Day, because this is definitely that chick. Especially on date nights, I love wearing this fragrance because it's so sexy and sensual, but it's flirty at the same time. It's not too serious, but it's not too playful. It's like right there in the middle. This is very balanced. So this is BonBon from Viktor and Roth. This next fragrance is for my more luxurious fragrance lovers. This scent is not a cheap one by any means, but this definitely makes a statement, which I absolutely love. And this fragrance is Oud Orange Intense from the house of Fragrance Du Bois. Now, I have a full dedicated review on Fragrance Du Bois scents, my whole collection. I'll leave that video up in the eye in the sky for you guys to check out, because you need to watch it. I really went in depth about all of my collection and the full discovery set that I have. So, Oud Orange Intense is stunning. I love how sweet and citrusy this fragrance is. It has like a coconutty vibe to it as well. You also get some musk, and you get this creamy like tonic vibe from it, but also like a tropical vibe as well. I really love how this fragrance wears on my skin. This scent is kind of nostalgic smelling to me. I don't know what it reminds me of, but it reminds me of something. Like, it reminds me of something from my childhood. I cannot explain it. I cannot describe it, but I've smelled this some place, some time in my life, and I really want to know what it smells like because it's just beautiful. It does kind of come off a little bit chocolatey to me. I don't know what gives me that vibe, which I think fits perfectly for like Valentine's Day. So beautiful. I absolutely love this scent. So this fragrance opens up with some coconut and some fruity notes, and as this fragrance dries down, you get that beautiful vanilla. Absolutely love how the coconut, vanilla, and fruity notes kind of work together. I think it adds this sensuality to the fragrance and this like depth, because the vanilla is like a bourbon vanilla. And as this fragrance dries down, you get some more vanilla, you get some oud, and you also get some musk. I find that all those scents just work very well together. The oud to me is not an animalic oud. This does have a woody quality to it, but it doesn't smell like your traditional animalic, very bold oud in my opinion. Fragrance Du Bois does ouds very beautifully, very refined, very smooth, and very digestible. I love how they do ouds. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about this fragrance because I do have a dedicated review, so check that out if you are interested in more Fragrance Du Bois scents. But I absolutely love this scent, and I think that this will be great for Valentine's Day. So this is Oud Orange Intense from the house of Fragrance Du Bois. Next, we have one of my favorite designer fragrances in my collection, period. Okay, period. And this is Valentino's Donna, born in Roma, baby. I feel like every woman needs this fragrance in her collection, period. If you love fruity, sweet, woody, slightly spicy fragrances with a little bit of a powdery touch, just an ever so slight powderiness, you would absolutely love this fragrance. This is a fruity fragrance for my grown women. I have 3 grown woman fruity fragrances in my collection, and I think I want to do a video on like grown woman fruity scents because I think a lot of people judge fruity fragrances, like fruity florals. there are some that are out here that are bangers, okay? Y'all are missing out. So this fragrance is absolutely stunning. I really love the black currant in the opening. You really get a ton of that juicy black currant. It's so delicious. It's so beautiful. But as this fragrance dries down, you get some jasmine and you get a tea note, which is very interesting because I think that adds to like the vibe, like the little calming, like relaxed, chill vibe. Like you're not doing too much, but you know you smell good. Like that's what this is. And then as the fragrance dries down, you get some gaiac wood, you get some cashmere, and you get some vanilla, which I absolutely love. I think that gaiac wood along with the cashmere and that vanilla just work beautifully together. I absolutely love how this fragrance wears in general. I love how this fragrance opens all the way to the deep dry down. Some people are bothered by that gaiac wood that's in the base. They say it kind of smells a little bit masculine to them, but I think that the gaiac wood just adds a little bit of edge to this fragrance. The cashmere just adds this soft velvety texture to me in the base, along with that gaiac wood, and the vanilla just works stunningly together. So if you are in the market for like a fruity floral but in a sexy way, this is the way to go. I absolutely love this fragrance. I get a ton of compliments when I wear this scent, and this will be perfect for Valentine's Day. So this is Valentino's Born in Roma, and stunning fragrance. Okay, I had to include this next fragrance because it wouldn't be my video if I didn't speak about this fragrance in some capacity, and this fragrance is literally one of my favorite fragrances in my collection, period. Like, period. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna keep hyping it until the end of time. And this is Delina Exclusif from the house of Parfums de Marly. I was gonna mention Cassili, but Delina Exclusif is just that girl for me. I just love her so much. Delina is also very popular. Delina La Rose is a nice scent as well. But for Valentine's Day, to smell sexy, sensual, and alluring, Delina Exclusif is the way to go in my opinion. Now this fragrance is a beautiful, fruity, delicious, sweet rose fragrance. It has a little bit of a musky quality to it as well. It has a little bit of powdery and it has a woody touch to it as well. I really love how this fragrance wears on my skin, how it smells, how it makes me feel. This makes me feel so sexy and sensual and just beautiful. I love this fragrance. You get a ton of lychee when this fragrance opens up. As the scent dries down, you get that rose, that beautiful, stunning rose. You also get some oud, which I don't get at all. I don't get it at all, but you get vanilla as well. I really love this fragrance. It has a little bit of a smoky touch to it, which I love, and I just love how creamy and just slightly powdery this fragrance is. I know that for some people this fragrance is a little bit too powdery for them, but somehow, some way on my skin it just turns very creamy and you can really feel the texture. I love how like fuzzy and warm this scent is as well. The lychee is stunning. Everything about this fragrance is just beautiful. This fragrance is extremely long lasting, so if you want a long lasting fragrance, this is your girl. Now, this scent is not cheap, but when I tell you a little bit goes a long way, it really does. And also, this fragrance just looks stunning on your vanity. Like, this is like Valentine's Day. Like, this is beautiful. So this is Delina Exclusif. I do have a full review on my Parfums de Marly collection. I'll leave that video up in the eye in the sky for you guys if you're interested. But this fragrance is stunning, beautiful for Valentine's Day, and I'm just gonna leave that at that. So this is Delina Exclusif from the house of Parfums de Marly. Next, we have a fragrance that I've been wearing a lot lately. I think this is extremely sexy. It's definitely date night appropriate, definitely Valentine's Day approved. And this is Giorgio Armani C Eau de Parfum, the original Eau de Parfum. I need the 100 ml ASAP because I'm blowing through this bottle. I really am. This fragrance to me is a beautiful woody vanillic fragrance. It has this aromatic quality to it as well. It has a little bit of a rose touch, a little bit of a spiciness, which is beautiful. This fragrance is amazing. This is like my OG, like the OG YouTubers who would do their perfume collections and things like that. Almost everybody loved this fragrance. And I remember, I think it was Kendra. Yeah, I think it was Kendra from the Glam Twins who talked about this fragrance back in like, I want to say like 2013 or something like that. She made me want this fragrance and I've loved it ever since. So shout out to you, girl, if you ever watch this. But this scent is absolutely beautiful. I love how it opens up with that cassis. It is very unique. The cassis kind of can come off like cat pee. It's a little bit mature smelling in my opinion. But as this fragrance dries down, you get that rose with that freesia. And the freesia adds a little bit of freshness to the scent, but not too much. The rose adds a little bit of a sexy quality to it. And then in the base, you get some patchouli, some vanilla, and you get some woody notes, which I absolutely love. So this scent is very sexy. It's sensual. You're not doing too much, but you get a little bit of earthiness. You get a little bit of that rose rose. You get that sweetness from the vanilla. It's absolutely beautiful. I think this is a very seductive fragrance, and if you haven't had this or if you haven't tried it, definitely try it. I do think this is more on the grown and sexy side, so if you're looking for something that's like playful and flirty, this is not the way to go. This is definitely like, I got my boo and they know I smell good. Like, that's what this is. It's for my grown women out there. So this is C Eau de Parfum from Giorgio Armani. Last but certainly not least, we have a fragrance that's fairly new to my collection, but I have been enjoying this fragrance a lot. This is absolutely beautiful, and this is for my like musky, powdery lovers with a little bit of sweetness. This fragrance is called Saint Honorè from the house of Stephanie de Bruijn. I love this fragrance. I have fallen in love with the musky, powdery, sweet fragrances with a little bit of like warmth. Like, this smells like a hug to me. If you're doing Valentine's Day but you're staying in, this is the way to go. If you love those musky scents, if you love smelling like a hug, like a cashmere sweater, that's what this fragrance is to me. I just picture like a very beautiful oatmeal colored cashmere sweater, just warm, cozy, and just not doing too much. Like, this fragrance is so minimal, but it's so beautiful at the same time. It's so comforting. I just find this to be sexy in that way. This is more of a chill, Netflix and chill type of scent. This isn't too loud. This is definitely a fragrance that I think that individuals who don't like to smell too crazy or too out there would love. This kind of smells like your skin, but better, but in a more warm, musky way with some sweetness. Like, if your skin always smelled warm and musky and just delicious, that's what this fragrance is. I'm not a fan of musky scents, but this fragrance is absolutely stunning. So when this scent opens up, you get some tonka beans with some heliotrope, and tonka beans are very sweet, but they're powdery at the same time. Same thing with heliotrope. Heliotrope kind of comes off like almondy to me sometimes, or even doughy, and this fragrance is a little bit almondy. I get kind of like a nutty touch from this fragrance, and then the powderiness from that tonka bean. And then in the mid, you get some leather and you get some vanilla. I love how the leather kind of adds this like warmth to the fragrance. It kind of gives it a little bit of like a warm depth, along with that vanilla, which kind of sweetens the fragrance up even more. And then in the base, of course, you get some musk and some sandalwood. The sandalwood kind of adds this creamy touch to the fragrance, but it does add that depth from the woodiness as well. I love the musk, of course. It's very much so a musky fragrance, very much so a powdery fragrance, but the musk in here is a little bit more on the clean side. This isn't like a dirty musk in my opinion. I think this is very refined and so beautiful, so elegant and posh. This is definitely an elegant fragrance. Again, this is not for people who want to smell flirty or fun or anything like that. This is more of like a calm, subdued, like more meek fragrance, but it's so sexy at the same time. It's so nice to be like very meek and mysterious sometimes, and that's what this scent is. So absolutely stunning. The performance on this is incredible, and I have really been enjoying this fragrance, and I think this will be a beautiful scent for Valentine's Day, depending on what type of style you like and what you're doing for Valentine's Day. So this is Saint Honorè from the house of Stephanie de Bruijn. Alright, you guys, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I had so much fun making it. I hope you guys loved the 10 fragrances that I have for you guys. Let me know down below what you guys are wearing for Valentine's Day, because I would love to know. I don't know for sure what I'm wearing for Valentine's Day, but if you follow me on Instagram, I'll leave the link down below and my handle right here. If you're interested in seeing what I'm wearing for Valentine's Day, go ahead and follow me on there, because I'll definitely post it on Valentine's Day. So if you are new to my channel, I do quiz you guys at the end of all of my videos just to see who's been rocking with me into the end or whatnot. And for today's video, I want you guys to leave me the red heart emoji, because Valentine's Day, duh. So leave me the red heart emojis just so I know you guys made it until the end. And again, thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring the earlier portion of the video. I really appreciate you guys' support. Again, if you are interested, the link will be down below for their current sale, which is buy one get one 40% off for you or your boo. Okay, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.